So it turns out we've all been playing The Sims 4 completely wrong because I found something so cool. This creator has come up with the idea of tracking their legacy gameplay by making a family tree with the graves, which I just think is a really good idea. I feel like so many Sims YouTubers at this point have a ton of graves. I mean, in my personal Let's Play series, Shanice and Chantal have died many times, although unfortunately my save files keep corrupting, so I have to start a new save each time, meaning that their graves don't carry over. But if you are one of the lucky ones whose saves do not corrupt after only about a couple generations, don't you think this is just a fantastic idea? I'm obsessed with this. This creator's called it Sorted. Today's video is sponsored by Instant Gaming. On Instant Gaming, you can get popular trending video game releases for insane prices. There are huge discounts on all games, including brand new games as well, by the way. I actually put off working with Instant Gaming for 2 years before I did actually work with them because I was worried it wasn't legit, but it is legit. As you can see, you can get popular Sims 4 pack releases for pretty much 60% off here, guys, which is insane. I'm going to put a link in the bio of this video and pretty much every video that I do with my link to Instant Gaming, so you can get really great discounts on any video game, including Sims 4 packs. And by getting any games through Instant Gaming, you're also having to support my channel, which is very much appreciated. So thank you very much again to Instant Gaming for sponsoring today's video.
Here's how to not get bored in The Sims 4, coming from someone with the patience and attention span of a squirrel. And no, please do not start a legacy or a rags to riches. You'll
no
get
more
bored
rags
after
to
an hour
riches.
and stop playing completely. What you actually need is a little bit of chaos in your game, and here are a few ways to do exactly that. Find a spinning wheel online and add scenarios or events to the wheel, like moving to a different world or lose all your money, and spin this wheel every single time you get bored to add something new to your gameplay. Say
That's a nice idea. I just want to say the only thing is I wouldn't think of like things to put on the wheel. I wouldn't know what to put on it. I'd put boring things like, I don't know, eat grilled cheese. I wouldn't know what to do.
yes to every request, invite, or prompt that your sim gets. If you've watched my Let's Play saying yes to everything in The Sims 4, you know how chaotic and fun this can get. You'll be all over the place and won't even have time to get bored. Randomize.
I mean, it's an alright idea. The problem is you get a pop-up every 5 seconds, so you'll be saying yes to a lot of things. Maybe we should give that one a try. Let me know if you want to see that in a gameplay video.
Randomize. Get yourself another wheel or
Another
number
wheel.
generator and randomize as much as you can. Randomize traits, aspirations, careers, and anything else you can think of. You'll inevitably explore things you've never done before, and it throws that little bit of extra chaos into your gameplay.
Okay, I agree. I think these are some fantastic ideas for sure. I just feel like if the game is that stale that you need to come up with all these challenges, like, should you really keep playing it? I mean, okay, I'm very bad because I've also made a million videos on my channel what to do if you're bored of The Sims 4. The reason why is these videos are so popular, and I find it very strange, you know, if you're bored of a video game, just don't play it. I mean, I get bored of video games and I just change and I don't play them. You know, I've been obsessed with Marvel Rivals recently. I got a bit bored of it, so I've switched to playing Valorant, a new shooter. Although there aren't really any other new live sim games other than The Sims, although Inzoi exists, so I guess you can just play Inzoi if you're bored of The Sims. Inzoi's definitely not perfect for sure, but that's my answer right now. If you're bored of The Sims, or play Inzoi. Better yet, touch grass, get a fucking life. I think that would be a fantastic idea instead of wasting your life on your computer in your bedroom. I'm just saying it to be nice, not to be mean. Oh, what's this? That was very dramatic. We're making some horror things. Okay, I love it when people make horror things in The Sims. It is so funny. Like, what is that? It looks so creepy. I love it when people... Okay, I just want to say this creator, The Sims 4 Things, is literally like the biggest growing Sims 4 content creator right now with like 1 million followers. And she doesn't even upload for like no reason. Look at these. Look at the talent. I just want to show you this. Like, look at the talent of this right now. Look at it. That's really good. And there's loads. Okay, like this is the animatronic thing from, what's it called? What's it called? I completely forgot. You know what I mean? No, what's that video game called? Whatever, you know what I mean. Oh, Security Breach, something like that. See, look at the talent. It's insane. In fact, wasn't there a Sims YouTuber once who did a Bob Ross painting on a Sims 4 dog or something. Something like that happened, I'm sure. Let me Google it. Oh, it was Steffo Sims. Yeah, look at this. This is reaction content. Please don't copyright claim me. Mate, look, this is a dog. Look, see, maybe guys, I just want to say, if you're getting bored of The Sims 4, look, no, that's actually really good. I can even paint like that on real paper. No, guys, look at that. That's insane. Maybe I'm just saying, if you're bored of The Sims 4, here's another option. Paint a masterpiece on a dog. I'm bored. Give me some mod recommendations that fully change your playstyle. And don't say wicked whims. I'm talking chaos, real drama, chaotic interact. Something that really change how you play and never get bored. Everybody seems to be bored of The Sims 4 right now. Rabunctious religions in the comments. Extreme squabbles. What is this religious one? I don't know. Will your sim join the congregation of non-believers, the cult of the Cowplant, or worship the Watcher, or the treaders of the occult? So every sim can join a faith and it has different effects. So if you join the cult of the Cowplant, what does that do? Sims of this religion love to garden, practice wellness. They dislike technology and become bored when using computers, playing video games, watching TV. And they're not afraid of being eaten by cowplants. And the effects of it: happy moodlet when gardening or doing wellness, bored when using technology, happy when doing cowplant activities, 50% skill gain in gardening. Okay, so it looks like the religion basically adds a different kind of effects. And look, there's interactions like try to convert another sim. You know, we do actually have religion in The Sims. The first and last place we ever got religion in The Sims was The Sims Medieval. And I think there were like 2 main religions in the game. I feel like they couldn't do that these days because everybody would be offended in some way by it. But I think it's cool. So maybe what's this called? Lumpinous Rabunctious Religions. That sounds like a fun idea. Just experience a new level of horror in The Sims 4, possessed and in labor. I didn't even think that was possible, to be honest, that you could be both. So she's possessed and she's in labor. She does it kind of creepy, doesn't she? That is like something out of a horror movie. Oh gosh. Imagine if the child came out possessed as well, because it's like a genetic thing. That would be, I mean, The Sims 4 is not deep enough for that. I definitely feel like the possession thing could be expanded though, in many different ways, because it is funny. Surely they could just convert it into like a zombie thing. Do you know what I mean? Like that would be so much fun. I'm not against that at all.
Do you think Sims 4 is boring? I hate to break it to you, but it might be you. So here are some storylines that I have either used or am gonna use to spice up your game a little bit. Number 1, gets married young to some really rich, successful, potentially older guy living in luxury, whether that's like the penthouse apartment or like some bougie mansion. Then she finds out her husband's cheating on her and she leaves him. He gives her nothing. Now she's got no money and she has to move into a needs TLC apartment, or, you know, if you don't have those packs, it's absolutely fine. You can just do it somewhere else. Really like small place, and she has to rebuild her life from scratch. Number 2, you're a city.
Okay, so I see a lot of these of like when you're bored of The Sims 4, like new fun ways to play it. I get it. Like I think people who come up with these intricate stories, like 100%, like you're doing such a good job. Well done. Like you're very, I couldn't even do that. I'm not creative enough. I just feel like if you're having to set all of this up just so that you can, I don't know, have your sim move into an apartment, because you would have to make a single woman or single sim, have her marry a rich man, then she moves into his household. But first you've actually got to create the rich man and create his house too, and then you move him in, and then you've got to create the woman who he's cheating on with, and then you've got to make him cheat, and then you've got to go back and play as a woman and make them divorce and then move out and then create a TLC apartment. Like it's too much. This is, I think, the reason why a lot of people get burnt out with The Sims 4, because it's like everybody's always recommending some like great storyline ideas, and like they're so good, all these storyline ideas. Like this one I think is a really great idea, and I'm sure all the other ideas that she's gonna say are absolutely impeccable too. I just feel like maybe if we're having to make everything up, it's probably not going very well. I honestly really wish they expanded on Sims 4 scenarios, because I thought they could have been amazing, and they haven't touched them for like 2 years. They've just given up on them. Instead of refining them, making them better, they were just like, oh, we give up now because people aren't using it. So no, I'm not the biggest fan of storylines, I'll be honest. My favorite Sims 4 mod for cozy gameplay, let's have a look because I'm interested. Home and Lanco by Simrealist. So I have played with this one before, and I just want to say, if you guys want to make your game more fun in a boring way, if that makes any sense, then I definitely recommend this mod. Sorry, I almost burped. It's because of my San Pellegrino. So this mod, by the way, as you can see, it lets you iron your clothes and it lets you mow the lawn, and it actually makes doing laundry a little bit more like normal, if you know what I mean. It basically adds chores into your game, which is just so stupid, but it's fun. It's like the reason, like, why do people enjoy this, like doing laundry in The Sims? It doesn't make any sense, yet people love it. It's something about The Sims where like mundane things become fun, and this mod makes the mundane a bit more fun. So I do recommend, I agree with this creator 100%.
I genuinely don't know how you can play The Sims 4 and be bored.
Ooh.
My sim has 2 romantic interests and she's pregnant, and because I have Risky Woohoo on, I have no idea who the baby daddy is. She has an amazing connection with guy number 2, and that's why originally I was gonna have them start dating, but then guy number 1 asked her out. Not only did he ask her out, but 2 days later he proposed to her, asked her to move in with him. He has a wife, he has another kid, and what makes it even crazier is that she has an awful connection with guy number 1 and is totally in love with guy number 2. So now all day I've been itching to play The Sims because I want to know what happens.
That does sound like a very fun gameplay storyline that's going on, and it seems very autonomous, and this is definitely with mods. And here's the thing, you definitely need mods to make your games more interesting. Risky Woohoo comes with, I guess, Wonderful Whims or Wicked Whims if you want it. I'm pretty sure it comes with that one. I will 100% say though, if you do want to make your game more interesting, like this girl clearly has mods in her game, you definitely need mods and not packs. Like, I'm telling you, packs are not going to make your game more interesting. They're just going to make it annoying. It's like with the Love Struck expansion pack, for example, like it adds some cool new like flirty interactions, but it actually makes dating harder and like in an annoying way, and adds all these annoying romance systems that they've added to justify the price point of the pack. But if you instead go for romance mods, like for example Wonderful Whims, or you get the Sim the Dating app mod and like consequence mods, that things like adding autonomous proposals or autonomous running away, these kinds of things come from mods and you're not getting them from packs. I will say, guys, if you want to make your game more interesting and less boring, use mods. Don't use packs. And before you run to the comments and type cries in console player as you always do, The Sims 4 is free. So if you have a laptop, even if you don't think you can run The Sims 4, you can at least just try because it's free to download. You just download it and put mods in it. Simple. How to spice up your Sims 4 gameplay. Go to manage household. Oh no, not turn on neighborhood stories. No, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. No, we're not. Even the top comment, don't do that. Maybe we should like watch the end of the video, customize to your liking. For those of you who don't know, neighborhood stories basically just mean that other households in your world will autonomously do things. The problem is, I don't know if anyone else has had this in your household, but the Goth household always adopts a horse, which is very ridiculous. And what you'll find if you enable neighborhood stories, okay, because it's so broken and like they haven't fixed it and they probably won't ever fix it, weird things will happen. Like, I don't know, Daddy Vladdy the vampire will adopt a newborn child, but then he will die. He'll just randomly die, and then you'll have like this newborn child in the household alone. And then it's just like all of these Sims are adopting children and adopting horses, but then they die for like no reason. Sims are just dropping dead left, right, and center. And they're constantly moving houses and doing weird things, and it just destroys your save files. Like, I can't express enough. I'm sorry to this creator. Don't turn on neighborhood stories. I mean, it will make your game more interesting, but not necessarily in a good way.
If Sims 4 gameplay is feeling stale or boring to you, here's how I make my gameplay more interesting. This is obviously personal, it might not work for you, but here's some recommendations if you're really struggling with The Sims. My favorite thing to do is slow down the gameplay, so I turn the seasons to like the length of like 28. I turn my lifespan on long or turn it off in general and manually like age everyone up. And then I fully create cool families, new lots that are perfect for my kind of gameplay I'm aiming for. So if I'm like aiming for a more adult gameplay, I'll add more adult things or family lots depending on whatever I'm trying to achieve. Then I personalize everything. Sims have favorite foods, favorite colors, stuffed animals, like specific traits, specific things they love, things they're insecure about, and I just make them like they would be characters in a show. I make them so fleshed out, I feel attached to them. Then I play very slowly, going through mundane things and just kind of try to slow the gameplay down to feel like it's more fun.
Okay, something I do agree with this 100%. Turn off aging, like totally turn off aging and slow the seasons down because like you want to work through it. If you're getting bored of The Sims, so it's probably because you're rushing through everything. This is true. I feel like this kind of thing works as well with rotational gameplay. Like if you're playing with a family and for example you have a child and they have friends, and you know like when your child ages up to a teen and then it's really awkward because all of their friends are children. So what I always like to do is like I'll make one age up, but then like you've got to make the other ones age up too. So you've got to like play rotationally in the different houses. This is why it's definitely a lot better when you play with long lifespan or aging off. I personally think aging off is best so that you can manually do it all. So you can have like every household work through their life in that kind of sense. Another thing that I want to say is, and nobody really talks about this, when you're doing this like longer lifespan rotational gameplay with different households, stick to only one neighborhood. Like for example, let's be basic bitches and all go into Willow Creek. Like this top neighborhood here with 6 houses. Okay, obviously you want to renovate the houses, but make a household, okay, for each house. Get rid of the pancakes, they can piss off. And then that way, like you're playing rotationally because you're playing in like this smaller area, it feels less overwhelming than it's like, oh, I've got to create households for every single lot. Like it's too much. When you like put that aside, the whole world, like every single world, and just focus on one small neighborhood, for example, this is where it can actually become really fun with this longer lifespan gameplay because you can add more households in to each one and you can kind of interconnect them in like a Desperate Housewives kind of way. I do recommend that. Another thing I want to say is any household, by the way, in the base game, for example, let's click on this house, Riverside Roost. On the gallery, search the house name, Riverside Roost, Satch, all one word. Sort by most popular so you find mine. And look, there's a house that I've built, by the way. It's kind of like a fixer-upper, like the house is mostly done. If you are looking to add new households, I'm saying for like rotational gameplay, the lady mentioned in her TikTok. So this house is like kind of done. I've had it like blueprint furniture design, but obviously you want to change it up, but I've basically done the house. And you'll also see I've made a household. So if you're looking to add new gameplay, I've basically done this for like every single lot and added households and a build that's like 80% done for all of them. By the way, like Potter's Splay Satch. But there we go. I made a house and I even made a family. So I'm just saying, if you're interested in what this girl said in her TikTok, focus on a neighborhood and you can download my builds and households to make it easier for you. Sims 4 getting boring? Try these challenges. I don't know why I said that in an American accent. History challenge. Play through multiple generations with families starting from prehistoric age, moving on to a more modern one. To be fair, that sounds like fun. I actually made a video once where I played the Sims 4 in the Stone Age and it was a lot of fun actually. Definitely need mods, I will say, if you want things like this to work. Alien Adoption Challenge. Players have the task of raising a kid without controlling them as an active sim. Wait, what? Alien Adoption Challenge. Players have the task of raising a kid without controlling them. So you have to raise the kid, but you can't click on the kid and control them. Honestly, I feel like we all do this anyway because The Sims 4 is an adult life simulator. None of us play as kids anyway. Even a pack like The Sims 4 Parenthood, it's not even about playing as a child, it's about playing as a parent and interacting with the child. So maybe this one is not so fun, I'll be honest. Zodiac Challenge. Play through 12 different generations with the heir being indifferent. I don't really know how that would work because Sims 4 Sims have no personality. Nice idea on paper, maybe just not in The Sims 4. The next one, Apocalypse Challenge. Choose an empty lot if they... we're moving too fast, video, please stop. If they had a job, make sure they quit anything they did for a career before the challenge doesn't... See, again, I wouldn't know how to set up an apocalypse in The Sims 4. You guys let me know if you can think of how to do that. I just can't imagine it. Stick with the same household for at least 10 generations. I definitely think generational gameplay is a lot of fun as long as you keep track of the family tree so your Sims don't become incest, so your game doesn't bug out as well. Globetrotter Challenge. Move on every time the season ends and complete their aspirations by the time the first round is over. There's a total of 8 rounds of moving. To be fair, that's a good idea, moving around each world. Or maybe you could just like, maybe it's just like an excuse to explore each world and do the pack content for each world. There's definitely some flexibility there. I really like that idea actually. Happy Sim Challenge. Enjoy the sim. Ensure the sim never gets sad. I mean, Sims 4 mootlets are a bit of a mess, so I don't know how well that would work out, to be honest with you, because they change so quickly and easily. Bachelorette Challenge. Create a sim. Give them 5 possible love interests. Move them all into the same house. Each week, evict the sim that has the lowest romance score of the main sim. That's a fun idea actually. I wouldn't have even thought about that. It's like a dating show. I like that one. So these are some fun ideas. Oh, a MasterChef challenge. Rate 5 Sims to be contestants and 3 to be judges. The judges must have level 5 cooking skill. The contestants must begin with no cooking skills. They're only allowed to cook on competition days. I don't know how that would work, but I prefer the previous reality TV idea. I think that's a lot of fun. I might give that one a go in a video. If you want to know my take on things to do if you're bored of The Sims 4, then make sure you check out one of these videos here. Thank you so much for watching this TikTok reaction video. I will see you in the next one.